So we will be continuing with the discussion on constitutional and legal rights of women in India. Okay. So we were, already we have covered this. That is, Article 14 of Indian Constitution is providing fundamental rights. That is equality of women before the law. Okay. Article 15 we have discussed, 15.3 and Article 16.2. That is, women cannot be discriminated. There should be equality, special provision for women. This I hope you are remembering. Now, we are continuing with the constitutional rights. Articles 19.1g. It is providing equal right for women to practice, any profession, occupation, or business. That is, not only women, it is providing equal right. That means women is also having the right to practice her profession, her occupation. She can become a doctor, she can become an engineer, she can become an entrepreneur. There is nobody who can distinguish or discriminate women from joining any professional colleges. I don't know, children, have you heard about it? The name of Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy is the wife of Infosys founder chairman Narayan Murthy, and highly qualified woman, MTech, and I think she has completed even PhD in computer science that time. So when she has joined engineering college years before, that time she was the only girl student in the engineering class. You know what was the reason? Women were not taking engineering program. Parents were not allowing women to take engineering course. But today, you see the difference. Most of the females, they are all into the professional field. Okay, Kerala is such a state. Women are, you can say that better qualified than men in many areas. So what we are telling is, already in the beginning we discussed solution to the single problem of women. Okay, the single window problem, a single window solution to the problem of women is education. Always you remember, professional education or the job, or she should be able to start her own business. Please remember that. Article 23.1 prevents trafficking of human beings and forced labor. So many times we have discussed regarding trafficking of human beings. There is illegal sale of women, female and the children, girl children. This is already prohibited in India. Okay, trafficking of women or children, for prostitution is also prohibited by law. Sorry to state, we know that what is prostitution. Commercially exploiting the women for sex. That is also prohibited by the law. Article 39 states that men and women have equal right for decent means of livelihood. What do you mean by decent means of livelihood? That is, men and women, they are having same right to earn income. It is a boy, so that he should get more salary, he should get more wages, or he should be given preferences in a job, nothing. Men and women both are having decent means, equal right for getting good livelihood. Please remember that. Now, what are the, again we are continuing with the constitutional right. Article 39D, this HEY please ignore while you are, dictating the terms. Computer is sometimes catching the voice. That is why that HEY word is coming, ignore it. Equal pay for equal work. What is it, children? That is, whether it is a man or a woman, if you are working, you should be given equal pay. For example, in the government offices, let it be railways, let it be income tax, let it be customs, okay, or BMC, Mantralaya, or colleges, if the women are working, they will be getting same pay as that of the men. Article 42 states that state should make provision for decent. State should make provision for, I will cut this. One minute, children. Decent human condition of work and maternity benefit for women. What is it, children? Working condition should be decent enough, especially when there are female workers. We know that there should be drinking water facility, there should be proper provision for rest, okay, and there should be sufficient air and sufficient security to women. And maternity benefit, you are aware that when a lady is giving birth to child, earlier 3 months, 90 days paid leave was given. Today, situation is different. 6 months paid leave are given to women. This shows that there is improvement in the condition of women. And as you are aware, even paternity leaves are also given nowadays. Children, what do you mean by paternity leave? Paternity leave means father of the child will also get leave for 15 days when the lady has given birth to a child. This is paternity leave. Maternity means mother is getting the leave. Paternity means father is getting the leave. You may wonder, madam, why father is given the leave. Children, please understand that generally the conservative mindset of Indians think that father does not have much responsibility in upbringing the children. ऐसा नहीं है, फादर को भी इक्वल जिम्मेदारी है. इसलिए जब घर में एक बच्चा पैदा होता है, फादर के लिए भी 15 दिन का पेड लीव देता है, so that he will also realize the responsibility and he will become the part of looking after the child. Children, please remember, in the Western countries, this system was existing for a number of years. What is happening is both father and mother should take care of the child, in the equal responsible manner. Then Article 51A subsection E states that it is a practice of every citizen of India to renounce. This is very important. Children, what do you mean by renounce? Renounce means give up. Chodna. Renounce means give up or छोड़ने का. कौन सा habit छोड़ने का? To making derogatory practices to the dignity of women. It is very important. Women should be respected. Please remember that. So men should not make derogatory, words which will affect the dignity of women. In case any man is using derogatory words, children, what do you mean by derogatory? Women का dignity को affect करने वाला words or action. That is the meaning of derogatory practices. Anything which will affect the dignity of women, that is known as derogatory practices. Say for example, social media में women के बारे में कुछ डालना, pictures डालना, और विमेन का अगेंस्ट बात करना और उसका डिग्निटी को अफेक्ट करने के जैसा बात करना, these are prohibited by Indian Constitution. If the female is complaining against a man who is making the derogatory statement, that men will be punished. Please remember that, because what is happening is women has to be respected, what we call as gender equality. Please remember that. There are, you have to respect the women. Women is not something which, women is not a commodity where, you can just make any comment, any derogatory comment on the women. Children, we are repeating Article 39, Article 42, Article 51. These are all giving respect to women. This is basically to protect the rights of the women. Please remember that equal pay for equal work, maternity benefit for women, okay, and derogatory practices against the women has to be stopped. One minute, children. Okay. Okay, children, we are continuing. Now we are discussing legal rights of women. So far what we were discussing, children? So far we were discussing constitutional rights. Now we are discussing legal rights of women. What do you mean by legal rights? Government of India has passed. Hey, 1 minute, children. That it got stopped. Let me. Yes. Government of India has passed many acts which will provide legal protection to women. What are the legal protection to women which are given by Government of India? First one is sexual harassment of women at the workplace. Look, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013. It is comparatively a new act. 2013, ma'am, the act has been passed, which will legally protect the women from what? From, it will stop sexual harassment, prohibit sexual harassment. In case there is some problem for the women at the workplace, she can lodge a complaint. That is the meaning of redressal mechanism. Redressal means she can lodge a complaint. So sexual harassment of women at the workplace is totally prohibited now. It is prevented now. This act ensures safe working condition for women. Please remember, many of the families are not ready to send women to work. Basically because they are afraid. They think that women are not safe in the workplace. So it is very essential that safe working condition has to be provided for the women. Generally, where does this happens more? In the private companies. Okay, private company में time के beyond evening में women को extra काम देता है, नहीं तो late होने पर वो women को घर जाने के लिए कुछ मदद नहीं करता है. अभी करता है, ये सब थोड़ा पहले का इश्यूज था. ऐसा सिचुएशन सेफ नहीं होने पर naturally parents were not allowing the girls to work. So government assured that working condition should be safe for the women. Because no woman should be sexually harassed at the workplace. Remember, children, this is a very powerful act. Working place, ma'am, no woman should be sexually harassed. Because now there is the sexual harassment. In order to complain against the sexual harassment, there is a cell. Okay. In case any woman is complaining against a man in the office regarding the sexual harassment, immediately inquiry will be set up and action will be taken. Even the case will be registered. Now the situation is different, children. The sense of security in the workplace is very important. I told you, जब काम के लिए जाता है, उधर security of the woman is very important. Otherwise, even after marriage, many people are not ready to send the woman. Even as a parent, many are not ready to send. But the act is ensuring safe working condition for women. Then Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. They got 2005 में Domestic Violence, Prevention of Domestic Violence Act has been passed. 2005 में Prevention of domestic violence. This act has been passed in 2005. It is a good general knowledge question also. That is, Prevention of Domestic Violence Act was passed in dash year. It was passed in 2005. What is this law dealing with? This law is providing protection to women from all forms of domestic violence. Aapko very sorry to state, women is subjected to domestic violence. She is subjected to domestic violence. What are the example of domestic violence, children? She has been beaten, okay, or she has been physically assaulted by men in the house. Sometimes it be father, sometimes it will be brother, or sometimes it will be husband. There are various categories of men who are who are providing physical attack on women. This has to be stopped. Domestic violence means women are subjected to physical, mental, and emotional abuse. Three things are included. Not only physical, if you are harassing the women mentally, if you are emotionally abusing the women, action will be taken now. I told you that. What is the example of emotional abuse, children? हर टाइम women को बोलने का है, आपने घर से इतना डाउरी नहीं लाया, आपका घर से ये नहीं दिया, और जो दिया है वो बहुत कम है. ऐसा बोलकर डे एंड नाइट बोलने पर the women get emotionally abused. Okay, or mentally torture करना. You know that, children, mentally torture करना physically torture करने से भी ज़्यादा worst है. So only thing is that ऐसा होने पर women क्या करना चाहिए? She should complain. First police station में complain करने का. Okay, then there are women, women commission is also there, state commission, national commission. Women have to be bold enough. Please remember that. The conservative approach of family, conservative approach of women, that has to be stopped. Children, is it clear to you? Bachche log?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. 1 minute. 1 minute. What is the date today? 28th, no, children? Okay. Then next one is more important. These are all the acts which are very powerful. Don't think that Madam SI act mein hai. Nahi hai, children. These are all very powerful. Prenatal diagnostic technique. Prohibition of Sex Selection Act 1994. Look here. Words are a little difficult. Children, what do you mean by prenatal? Prenatal means before birth of the child. Before birth of the child. That is known as prenatal. I hope you understand. Before the birth of the child, okay, what the parents are trying to do? They are trying to find out sex of the child. Look here. When the lady is pregnant, okay, sonography ke wajah se they are trying to find out whether the fetus, because the birth has not taken place, we call fetus, F-O-E-T-U-S, fetus. So because the mother is carrying, whether the fetus is a boy or a girl. आपको मालूम है, girl होने पर many families do not want the girl child. They wanted to abort. वो बच्चे को abort करना चाहता है. So this act is preventing revealing and selection of sex of fetus. I told you fetus means mother का womb का अंदर जो बैठता है, that stage is known as fetus, the 9-month period. So at present there is a very clear-cut rule. What is the rule? The rule is preventing revealing or selection of sex. मतलब सोनोग्राफी में कोई भी डॉक्टर वो fetus का सेक्स नहीं बोलेगा, बॉय है गर्ल है बोलेगा भी नहीं. That is the reason you are young children. sometimes you might have gone with your mother or sister. Gynecology hospital में जाने पर बड़ा letter में उधर लिखा है. That is revealing of the sex of the child is not allowed in this clinic. In English, we call it as amniocentesis. That is revealing the sex of the fetus. What is the reason, children? एक बार मालूम पड़ता है फीमेल है, फिर पूरा गुच्छी निकल जाता है. Because nobody is interested to accept the female child even today. I am just asking you, what is the reason for that? Why even in Indian family, why the Indian family even today not very happy to accept the female child? Okay, or the other situation is everybody is happy with one child. If it is a female child, that is all right, one. What is the reason, children? That you can give me the answer. Why the family is not ready to accept more and more female children? Jaldi bolo. It is a general knowledge answer. What is the reason? Yes, you can contribute. Unmute and tell. बच्चे लोग unmute करो. Why the Indian families are not accepting female child? एक child हो गया, दूसरा भी female है, तीसरा भी female है. Absolutely unhappy. What is the reason? Or they prefer the male child. Due to what reason? जल्दी बोलने का, इतना टाइम कैसा दे सकते हैं? I will ask somebody. There are so many students in the class. No, unmute and tell. I wanted to hear your noise. Give me the answer. Ansari, Reshma, are you there? Ansari, Reshma, I'm not even sure it
Yes,
is.
ma'am.
Tell me the answer. Indian parents क्यों female child को prefer नहीं करता है? आपका opinion क्या है?
In future, boys are helped or parents.
Boys help the parents, I agreed. उसके अलावा भी reasons है, my dear girls. What is the reason? What's the reason? Boys तो help करेगा, मदद करेगा. That is a general answer. उसके अलावा females को family prefer नहीं करता है. Due to what reason? This is my question. इसके अलावा क्या reason है? Who else can tell? आवाज किधर गया? Yes, who is this? Children, first and foremost, you have to put your roll numbers. I told you, आपका नाम के right click करो, you can put your roll number. Until and unless you put your roll number, we cannot call you because this name sometimes may be belonging to your parents or brother or sister. We do not know whose name is written there. Iram Ansari is there. Iram Ansari, are you there? Jaldi bolo. Iram Ansari, are you there? That's my question. If no answer is given, I will remove that student. Okay, there. Chat box में unmute करने के लिए correct. Yes, somebody has written. 2-3 children have written. बहुत अच्छा है. Okay. I am reading the messages. Right. Main reason is the financial problem. You are right. Because female बच्चे को school में भेजना, college में भेजना, suppose that she wants to become an engineer, she wants to become a doctor, उसके ऊपर you have to spend a lot of money. Once she starts earning, her marriage is happening, then she will be going to boy's house. As you are written, she cannot contribute much to the family. So many parents are thinking, why to spend so much money for the girl's education? Children, this is something very bad. What is very important is, let it be a boy or a girl, we should spend maximum money on their education. Because the modern time, it is proved or it is shown that boys are not taking care of the parents. Instead, it is the girls who are working, they are taking care of the parents. And you have written in the chat box, social problem. You are right. Because society thinks that girl after the marriage goes to the boy's house, whereas boys after the marriage stays with the parents and he will take care of the parent. This is the theory. In reality, what is happening, what you are reading in the newspaper. But however, our point is government has passed prenatal diagnostic technique prohibition of sex selection act in 1994. Simple meaning is very clear. Fetus का sex selection India में prohibited है. If any hospital or the doctor does it, naturally he will be punished. Even the license of the doctor will be cancelled. I am telling you one interesting thing. USA में there is a ceremony. When the lady is pregnant, US में there is a ceremony or there is a function, you can call it. That function I am writing. That function is gender reveal function. They celebrate gender reveal function. What is this, children? Officially, USA में 3 month, 4 month or 6 months period सोनोग्राफी से हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ को बोलता है आपका fetus का जेंडर क्या है, whether it is male or female. That is officially done over there. Then you will ask me the question, madam उधर क्यों करता है? The reason is America is a liberalized economy. They are not bothered. They said that let the parents take a call. If they want, let them keep. If they do not want, let them abort the child. Because American economy is a liberalized economy. So they don't mind whether it is a male or a female, they are informing. But India, ma'am, we know that as you have written in the chat box, our social condition, our society norms are totally different. And our population is also huge. So considering all this, we cannot follow what America is doing. So government has passed an act which is stopping the revealing of the sex of the fetus. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Then Commission of Sati Prevention Act of 1987. I already told you Raja Ram Mohan Rai has stopped this Sati. Okay. This has been stopped even before the independence. However, Government of India has given one more supporting edge to that. That is the Sati Prevention Act has been passed in 1987. Children, what is this Sati? Are you aware? Put it in the chat box. Malum hai ya nahi? Either unmute yourself and tell or put it in the chat box. I will find out from the chat box. Okay, I want more answers. Yes, I can see 4 or 5 answers are coming. There are so many students in the class. Okay, right. Are you aware about? So most of the children are written yes. Okay. So very quickly we are refreshing or very quickly we are reminding you the concept of Sati. Earlier, before independent, independent India, there was a practice of Sati. That is when the husband died, women should jump in the funeral pyre of the husband. Otherwise, forcefully she will be asked to jump. मतलब husband मरने के बाद women जिंदा नहीं रहने का. That system is known as Sati system. Look, children, we know that it is a very inhuman act. इसलिए government has stopped that act. But you know what was there was some logic behind every function. Logic behind Sati was simple. Husband के बिना women को अकेला रहना मुश्किल है. उसके पास पैसा नहीं है, उसके पास जॉब भी नहीं है, उसका पेरेंट्स उसको वापस लेगा भी नहीं. सो वो सोसाइटी ने सोचा कि ऐसा विमेन को क्यों जिंदा रहने के लिए देने का. Let her die along with her husband. That was the logic. But we know that that logic cannot be accepted because women got every right to live in the society. So Sati has been abolished. And Sati has been abolished by Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Okay, Government of India has given one more support to the prevention of sati. Then this is very important. National Commission for Women in 1990. National Commission for Women's Act in 1990. This act is allowing establishment of National Commission for Women. What is the role of National Commission? To study, understand all problems relating to constitutional and legal rights of women. Children, remember there are two commissions. One commission is the State Commission for Women, that is at the state level. Other one is the National Commission, that is at the central government level. So women can complain first in the state level, then she can even go to the national level. So what does this commission do? This commission deals with problems relating to the legal and constitutional rights of women, because constitution ने बहुत सारा protections दिया है, legally बहुत सारा rights है women को, whether she is aware, whether she is facing the problem, how to help her. So for that purpose, government has set up National Women's Commission. I told you every state also there is a state women commission. So don't think that government is not doing anything. Years together, government is doing lot of things so as to protect the women. Now, this is also something very important. Indecent representation of women's Prohibition Act 1986. What do you mean by that, children? This act prohibits indecent presentation of women in advertisement or in paintings or in picture. ये तो आपको मालूम है. You are taken commerce, so you might have studied also somewhere. Advertisement में, you know that women models are there, no issues, but her dignity has to be respected. Do not use women to represent something which is not accepted by the society. So there should be decent representation of women in the advertisement. Then you know that some people draw the paintings. They are very good in drawing. So while you are making the paintings, you see that women are represented decently. Indecent representation painting के रूप में मत करने का. So social media में, advertisement में, women has to be represented quite decently. Please remember that, children. Then Muslim Women Protection Right on Divorce Act 1986. This is very important in our college because there are so many Muslim girls. So 1986, government has passed an act, Muslim Women Protection Act on Divorce. अभी आपको मालूम है मोदी का गवर्नमेंट, नरेंद्र मोदी जी का गवर्नमेंट has passed one law. You are aware, I hope you are remembering. What is that rule? Triple talaq has been prohibited. Okay, that act has also been passed. So what does this particular act is dealing with? This act is protecting the right of women who have been divorced. Sorry to state, according to the Islamic rule, multiple marriages, okay, it is allowed. By saying triple talaq, the woman is divorced. So when the woman is divorced, children, society never thought that who will take care of her. I told you उसका job नहीं है, उसको education नहीं है, उसका बच्चा भी है, उसको कौन संभालेगा? वो लड़की अपना घर जाने पर parents will not welcome that, husband will not entertain her. इस situation में who will financially protect the woman, who will morally protect that woman? So for that, this right has been passed. That means in case there is a divorce, then I hope children are aware. Have you heard this word? I will use the pen. It will be clear. If I use the highlighter, it will not be clear. I am using the pen and I will write. Have you heard this word? Alimony. सुना है बच्चे लोग? Alimony मतलब monetary compensation. अभी के रूल के अनुसार जब चाहिए ऐसा विमेन को डाइवोर्स करने पर आदमी को वाइफ को एलिमोनी देना पड़ेगा, मंथली इतना अमाउंट, बच्चा होने पर बच्चे को देखभाल करने के लिए भी पैसा देना पड़ेगा. And recently I was explaining you about prohibition of this triple talaq. What is that, children? 3 times talaq bolo और women को divorce करो. Absolutely, this is not the right way, because she got a life and you are divorcing her, you are getting married, who will take care of her? So that is why it is said that alimony has to be given. Children, what is the meaning of alimony? Unmute and tell or put it in the chat box. जल्दी बोलो. Alimony का meaning क्या है, children? आवाज किधर है आज मंडे मॉर्निंग? हाँ, ओके, आई कैन सी. ओके, चैट बॉक्स में लिखना आदत है. वेरी गुड, करेक्ट. चैट बॉक्स में बराबर लिखा. मंथली कॉम्पेंसेशन देना पड़ेगा. सो मुस्लिम विमेन, यू हैव टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड, because marriage is not a commercial contract. Please remember that. There has to be some, proper mutual understanding between husband and wife. Women has to be respected. ये सब हमारा रिलीजियस बुक, सबका रिलीजियस बुक ये सब बोलता है, लेकिन बाद में हमारा सेल्फिश मोटिव के लिए we are ill treating the women. This is very painful. Next one is Family Court Act. I don't want to even mention that, children. Have you heard about family court? Bombay mein, Bandra mein, there is a family court, according to my knowledge. Other places, I'm not sure. So Bandra mein, there is a family court. Children, what is a family court? Are you aware? Family court means when the husband and wife decided to separate themselves. When husband and wife decided to separate themselves, when they wanted to get divorce, normal court में जाने का नहीं, वो लोगों को special court है. That court is the family court. I'm repeating, when husband and wife decides to get divorced, okay, normal court है, magistrate court, session court, high court, supreme court, ऐसा जाने का जरूरत ही नहीं है. किधर जाने का है? They have to go to the family court. Please remember that. Okay, family court में again don't think उधर जाने पर सीधा divorce मिलेगा करके. No, family court will ask husband and wife to live separately for 6 months. Then they will call back again. Then they will counsel husband as well as wife. Why 6 months period is given, children? In life, sometimes when you are staying separately, you will be realizing your mistake, or you will be able to understand things in a better manner. So again, I'm repeating, the time is getting over. Family court means the court for settling the divorce matter of family. That is the family court. Okay. Children, I will share the attendance. If there are any doubts, you can always ask. One more point I'm telling you, after watching the YouTube video, write your comments. If you like that, you say, Madam, we liked it. Like that, so that now teacher will be motivated. That is the reason for that.